Hello students, I am back for one more video and I hope you are doing great in your studies. Students, in my previous video, I have given lot of tips and strategy of applied English on listening. Students, this is video number 13 and in this video, I am going to have a doubt solving. That means based on the previous video. In the previous video of mine, after the completion of the video, I have given an assessment task. Based on that, students, I am going to take part 1 and there are total 10 questions that we are going to discuss. What questions supposed to be? I am going to do listening along with you. You are going to do listening for the second time and write your answers in your answer sheet. I will write my answers on the board. Students, this is Saraswati Sisukunj Vagwala Borsar and this is video number 13 on listening of applied English. Students, without delay, we are going to do listening. I will write my answers on the board and you write your answers as well. And then we will discuss that what answer is supposed to be. And meanwhile, I will play the audio. Again, we will do listening, what answer is supposed to be, how attentively that we do listening, and of course in the previous videos of mine many a times that I have mentioned that we need to do listening very carefully, then only we are able to get the right answers. Students, without delay we are going to do listening and I am going to play listening tracks for you. Start listening.
The test is in 4 parts. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, and Part 4. Now look at Part 1.
Part 1.
There will be time for you to read the instructions and questions, and you will have a chance to check your work. All the recordings will be played once only, and you will hear a conversation between two people talking about insecticide.
First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 5.
Yes?
Oh, good morning, madam. I'm from Pestaway Market Research. I'm doing consumer research in this area. I wonder if you'd mind telling me, do you use Pestaway in your home?
Pestaway? Oh, the insecticide thing. Well, yes, as a matter of fact, I do.
What do you use it for, madam? Fleas, ants, cockroaches, woodworm?
Oh, cockroaches. This is an old house, you see, and we often get cockroaches in the kitchen. I tried scrubbing and disinfecting, but it didn't seem to do much good. And then I heard a commercial about Pestaway, so I thought I'd try that.
Was that on TV?
No, it was radio, one of those early morning shows.
You heard it advertised on the radio? Fine. And you say you use it in the kitchen. Do you use it anywhere else in the house? In the bathroom, say?
Oh, no. We've never had any trouble anywhere else. We get the odd wasp in the summer sometimes, but I don't bother about them. It's the cockroaches I don't like. Nasty, creepy, crawly things.
And you find Pestaway does the trick?
Well, yes, it's quite good. It gets rid of most of them.
How long have you been using it, madam?
Oh, let's see. About 2 years now, I think.
About 2 years. And how often do you find you have to spray?
Oh, I give the kitchen a good spray round the skirtings and under the stove, you know, about every 6 weeks.
Every 6 weeks or so, I see.
Before you hear the rest of the conversation, you have some time to look at questions 6 to 10. Now listen and answer questions 6 to 10.
About every 6 weeks.
Every 6 weeks or so, I see. Where do you buy your pest away, madam? A supermarket? Chemist?
Oh, no. I get it at the little shop at the end of this street. They stock practically everything. It means taking a bus if I want to go to the supermarket.
Well, thank you very much, madam. Oh, could I have your name, please?
Mrs. Edgerton. Mary Edgerton. That's Egerton.
Egerton. And the address?
The address is 12 Holly, Peterford.
12 Peterford. And may I ask your age, madam?
Oh, well, just put down I'm over 50.
As you like, Mrs. Egerton. And occupation? Housewife?
Well, I used to be a telephonist before I married. I had a very good job at the post office, but what with a husband to look after and 4 children to bring up, it doesn't leave you much time, does it?
Occupation, housewife. Well, thank you very much for your time, madam. You've been most helpful.
Hello students, I hope you have done your listening, and I have done my listening, and you can see the answers on the board. Students, I always tell you in my videos that what you need to do, you need to follow the instructions. When the conversation began, you know that it is a conversation based on 2 people. They are talking about insecticide. Now what does it mean by insecticide? Means killing insects, and the lady wants kind of pest away. Okay. When the conversation began, and when they are talking about the first question, why did you buy pest away? What was the reason? And the lady replies that it is fleas, ants. What was the correct answers that you get? That is cockroaches. Okay. And the second one, that how did you first hear about pest away? The salesman asks about how did you know first? So the lady says radio advertisement. Now there are many options, that friend advertisement or radio advertisement, but the correct option that you hear when you do listen very attentively. And the third one, that you are with the pest away. So what is the satisfaction? It is a very satisfied or fairly dissatisfied. So what is the correct answer that you hear? That is very satisfied. Students, again I am going to play for your understanding and just to come to know that what answer is supposed to be. Now I am playing, students. You can hear that what answer is supposed to be.
All the recordings will be played once only, and you will hear a conversation between 2 people talking about insecticide. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 5. Yes.
Oh, good morning, madam. I'm from Pest Away Market Research.
Okay. Who is the person from market research person arrives, at lady's place, and you can just listen further.
Research in this area. I wonder if you'd mind telling me, do you use Pest Away in your home?
Pest Away? Oh, the insecticide thing. Well, yes, as a matter of fact, I do.
Yes, the lady uses about what? About pest away.
What do you use it for, madam? Fleas, ants, cockroaches, woodworm?
Oh, cockroaches.
Okay, so now what is the correct answer that you get? The correct answer, that is cockroaches. Okay, we listen further.
This is an old house, you see, and we often get cockroaches in the kitchen. I tried scrubbing and disinfecting, but it didn't seem to do much good. And then I heard a commercial about Pest Away, so I thought I'd try that.
Was that on TV?
No, it was radio, one of those early morning shows.
You heard it advertised?
Okay, so from where she comes to know about, that is radio advertisement. Okay, Now the third one, that you are with the Pestaway.
On the radio, fine. And you say you use it in the kitchen. Do you use it anywhere else in the house? In the bathroom, say?
Oh no, we've never had any trouble anywhere else. We get the odd wasp in the summer sometimes, but I don't bother about them. It's the cockroaches I don't like. Nasty, creepy, crawly things.
And you find Pestaway does the trick?
Well, yes, it's quite good.
Okay. Now it's quite good means what is the correct answer, students? It is a very satisfied. Okay. So we have discussed all three questions, students. I hope you have done and you got all three correct. Now we are going to see two more, that is 4 and 5. Two more questions that we are going to discuss, students. Students, two more questions that I have written, that is question number 4 and 5. I always mention in my video, students, what you need to do, you always follow the instructions. Okay. Now, no more than 2 words. Your answer should not be more than 2 words. Okay. How long has the woman been using this Pestaway? Now, it's about 2 years that we can even listen. And clearly you can find the answers. And the second one, how often does she use it? And it is, this is 6 weeks. Now, students, this is number and word. Here also number and word. But always follow the instructions, no more than 2 words. We are going to do listening just for your knowledge, and you can just give what is the correct answers.
Fine. And you say you use it in the kitchen. Do you use it anywhere else in the house? In the bathroom, say?
Oh no, we've never had any trouble anywhere else. We get the odd wasp in the summer sometimes, but I don't bother about them. It's the cockroaches I don't like. Nasty, creepy, crawly things.
And you find Pestaway does that?
Every 6 weeks.
Every 6 weeks or so, I see. You've been using it, madam. Pestaway does the trick.
Don't bother about them. It's the cockroaches I don't like. Nasty, creepy, crawly things.
And you find Pestaway does the trick?
Well, yes, it's quite good. It gets rid of most of them.
How long have you been using it, madam?
Oh, well, let's see. About 2 years now, I think.
Okay, students, you can hear about 2 years. So she has been using the Pestaway for 2 years. And the second one that we can hear, that is question number 5.
About 2 years. And how often do you find you have to spray?
Oh, I give the kitchen a good spray around the scoutings and under the stove, about every 6 weeks.
Every 6 weeks.
Okay. So how often she uses? She uses for 6 weeks. Okay. So this is the correct answer that you get when you do listening very attentively, students. Some more questions are remaining, that is 5 to 10. We will discuss, and what answer supposed to be, we'll check. Students, after completing questions 1 to 5, we have question 6 to 10. And rest of the questions that I will write later on. Students, you can hear where did you buy it? Okay, from where she buys. And you get the answers that we will do listening and will come to know.
You hear the rest of the conversation. You have some time to look at questions 6 to 10.
About every 6 weeks.
Every 6 weeks or so, I see. Where do you buy your Pestaway, madam? A supermarket? Chemist?
Oh no, I get it at the little shop at the end of this street. They stock practically everything. It means taking a bus if I want.
Okay, students, what the lady says, that at the end of the corner. So this is corner shop. Again you can do listening.
Oh no, I get it at the little shop at the end of this street. They
Okay.
stop.
At the end of the street, of the little corner. So what is the correct answer? The correct answer is corner shop. Okay. Now, but the lady also speaks about supermarket. But you need to do listening very attentively. Now you can listen further.
Practically everything. It means taking a bus if I want to go to the supermarket.
Well, thank you very much,
Okay.
madam.
If she wants to go to supermarket, she needs to take a bus. Okay. But the answer is not supermarket. From where she buys from corner shop. Okay. So sometimes you get confused. What is the correct answer, students? But you need to do listening very carefully. You will get the correct answer. So what is the correct answer? The correct answer is corner shop. Students, some more questions are remaining. That is question number 7 to 10. We will discuss. Okay, and what answer we have to write, that we will see. Students, now we will focus on questions 7 to 10. Okay, and what answer supposed to be? I am going to write now when we do listening. But when I have done listening, and I hope that you have written your answers in your answer sheet. Students, what name, address, age, and occupation of the particular conversation that they discuss in it. Students, again I am going to play. You can just do listening and you will get answers. I hope that you get the correct answers whatever you have written. Students, again we will do listening. That means I am going to play tracks.
Weeks or so, I see. Where do you buy your pest away, madam? A supermarket? Chemist?
Oh no, I get it at the little shop at the end of this street. They stock practically everything. It means taking a bus if I want to go to the supermarket. The address is 12 It's taking a bus if I want to go to the supermarket.
Well, thank you very much, madam. Oh, could I have your name, please?
Mrs. Edgerton. Mary Edgerton.
Okay, now what is her name? Mary.
That's Egerton.
Egerton. And the address?
The address is 12 Holly, Peterford.
12 Peterford. And may I ask your age, madam?
See, clearly you can hear. May I ask your age? So what is the age?
Well, just put down I'm over 50.
As you like, Mrs. Egerton. And occupation? Housewife?
Okay. Students, it is, clearly said over 50. So if you write 50, is it correct? Or you need to write over? Yes. You can write over 50, but you need to write this word in the bracket. Okay. And this is TON. Okay. And what is the name? Mary. So I write Mary. Mary Egerton. Okay. We do listening further.
Over 50.
As you like, Mrs. Egerton. And occupation? Housewife?
Well, I used to be a telephonist before I married. I had a very good job at the post office, but what with a husband to look after and 4 children to bring up, it doesn't leave you much time, does it?
Occupation, housewife. Well,
Okay.
thank you.
What is her occupation? Occupation, she is a housewife. So I write here. Okay. Students, see, Mary Egerton, clearly it is said the word. Okay. 12 Holy Peterford. Over 50, if you write 50 also, or over, you need to write 50. If you have not written over, then also your answer is correct. And the occupation, housewife. Sometimes what happens, students, in applied English, you get a particular answer and man says over housewife. So yes, she is a housewife. Students, so this is end of doubt solving video, and we have discussed part 1, and there are total 10 questions that we discussed. Students, meanwhile we did listening and what right answer supposed to be that I have written in the blanks. Students, after my video, usually I give an assessment task. So here I am giving an assessment task for you, for your test, for your practice. Students, let me know that how much you get. Follow this strategy and tips. Definitely you will get good band in applied English listening. Students, I hope you have understood all these 10 questions, and get ready for the assessment task. Do listening and let me know your score. Students, you get the answer key the next day, and just check your answers.
Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, and Part 4. Now look at Part 1.
Part 1.
You will hear 2 women talking about house cleaning. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 3. Listen carefully to the first part of the conversation and answer questions 1 to 3.
Well, Jill, I'm glad you had a nice holiday. We'll have to try it ourselves sometime.
Yes, Kate, you really should. I'll give you a contact number for the hotel we stayed in. Anyway, I must be...
Oh, I know what I meant to ask you. Sorry, it was about a cleaner.
Oh, yes?
Yes. We've been talking about getting somebody to come in and help out. You had a cleaner not long ago, didn't you?
I thought you said having a cleaner was a waste of money, that you'd never pay somebody to do what you can do perfectly well yourself.
Well, yes, maybe. But things have changed. Things are really hectic for Greg at work all of a sudden. He's never home till after 8. I end up doing everything. The house looks like such a mess. I never get time to tidy up before I go out to work, and in the evenings I just about manage to cook and wash up.
Well, you shouldn't be the one doing everything if you're working as well. That's not fair, is it?
I think Greg's just shattered. Oh, to be fair, he's pretty domesticated. We've always pretty much shared the chores. It's just a temporary thing, I think. I hope. We're basically both trying to juggle too much. The last thing we want to do at the weekends is start cleaning. We want to relax a bit.
It's not because all the neighbours have got a cleaner, is it?
You know me too well. I guess there is a bit of that. I feel like the poor relation when I tell them I do all the cleaning myself. They can't believe I fit in so much.
Never worry about what other people think.
No. Anyway, one way or another we need a cleaner. Well, as long as it's not too expensive, that is.
I don't think it's expensive, and it's money well spent. We only stopped having Tricia come in every week because I was off work with the baby, so I could do most of it myself.
So how much is it?
Well, Tricia was £8 an hour. I can't say that's what everyone charges.
That isn't bad, is it? It's less than I thought. Oh, well, I think we can run to £8. How many hours did she do?
4 hours a week.
Well, that sounds about right. Can you give me her number then?
Oh, sorry, no. She's not around anymore. She went back to Wales. I think it was Wales anyway, a couple of months ago.
Oh, no. That's a shame.
Wait a minute, though. We've had some leaflets through the door recently, Let me see if I can find one. I put one here by the phone, I'm sure.
You now have some time to look at questions 4 to 10. Now listen to the rest of the conversation and answer questions 4 to 10.
Ah, yes, here we are. It's a company. They're called dusters.
Dusters?
Yes, as in people who dust. You have to phone Abby on...
Is that Abby with EY?
No, it's A-B-B-Y.
OK.
And it's a local number, 650-918.
650-918. OK, got it.
They do ironing and can look after your garden too, apparently.
Ironing would be helpful. I loathe ironing. So, do they say how much it is?
Yes, it's $9.50 an hour. That's for all the different services.
$9.50? A bit more expensive then.
They do a spring clean for £45.
So that's one big clean. Do they say how many hours that is?
No, it just says spring clean. I guess it's 5 hours, so it's a bit cheaper than 5 hours of cleaning would be normally.
Yes, probably. That might be a good idea to start off with.
You'll like this too, Kate. They can use organic products if you want them to.
Oh, yes, I'd prefer that. I don't like using strong chemicals. They're so bad for the environment. OK, I'll give them a call. Thanks for that.
That is the end of part 1.
You now have half a minute to check your answers.